Hey everyone, it's Pete DeYoung here with Remax Professionals. Just want to give you a bit of a market update here for December of 2025. And we're going to be comparing December of 2025 against December of 2024 as we normally do. And it looks like what's happening is the market's getting a lot more balanced than it has been. So if you're a buyer, this has actually been some great news that we're coming into. We're getting into more of a more typical year than that we can expect, rather than some of the mayhem that we've had over the last few years. So in general, here's what's going on. Detached houses are down 2.5%. Versus December of last year. Semi-detached houses are down 1.5%, and row houses are down 5.5%. Apartments is really where you're seeing the biggest price declines, and it's down 7.5%. So yeah, prices are down. More buyers should be entering the market at this point because they can afford to. And if prices continue to decline, of course, we may see a whole generation that can afford to buy a house again. So we'll see how that works out. In terms of sales, we're down 14% versus December of last year. New listings are only down 1.5%. So we're still carrying inventory that we haven't sold because, like I said, we've returned to a bit of a balanced market, but new listings are only down 1.5% versus December of last year. I think that'll continue. I think that's what we're going to continue to see here for the next little while. Inventory is still up 29% from last year. So that's what's driving the prices down, especially within some markets. And when I say some markets, I mean, in general, it's the lower price market. So it's the lower price market that really skyrocketed over the last few years. And I'm talking about one-bedroom apartments downtown and homes in the Northeast and that kind of stuff. They really, their prices escalated quickly over the last couple of years, and now they're seeing the quickest declines as well. So like I said, inventory's up almost 30%. It's at 29%, and months of supply is up 50%. So like I said, this isn't bad news. I guess it's bad news if you're looking at selling a bunch of investment properties, but I would probably even recommend don't do that. Just hang on to them. If you're looking at moving, you're going to get a little less for your house, but you're also going to pay a little less for your next place as well. So that's a good thing. And like I said, I think what should happen is as prices decline, the market should expand, and there's going to just be more and more people that can afford to buy a house. By the way, if you're wondering where Kate is, again, this girl, I tell you, man, she's great, and she works hard when she's in town, but every time she gets a chance, she leaves me here working my tail off by myself while she's, laying on some beach somewhere, drinking margaritas or whatever she's doing. And like I said, that tan doesn't come naturally. She spends way too much time on beaches and in the sunshine, leaving me here to do the work. But hopefully she'll be back next week for my sake and probably especially for yours. But anyways, like I mentioned, apartments are down, but also certain areas of the city are down. So the Northeast is down. The most prices there declined by 8.3% versus December of last year. The East Side, which really took off last year for a while, that would be like Forest Lawn, Dover, those kind of areas. It's down 7.6%. Most of the city's down around 4%. City center's down 4.5%. The area that seems the least affected, and I just wonder if it might just be that every other area of the city just has so much construction going on. I mean, we're building more homes in Alberta now. If you've been paying attention to our market updates, we're building more homes in Alberta now than they're building in Ontario. First time since like 1905 when we became a province. So the Northwest is only down just short of 1%. And I think it's because the other areas of the city, they're just building so much more right now. In the Northeast, it's crazy how much they're building. On the East Side, if you take a drive between Calgary and Chestermere, it's unbelievable how many homes they're building. And in the Southwest too, especially the far west, there is just so many new condos being built. It's kind of crazy. But like I said, what it does do is it kind of levels the market out a little bit, makes it easier for people to get into the market. And like I said, if you're moving, you're going to get less for your house, but you'll be paying much less for your new place as well. So it kind of evens out. It's not a bad thing. Any questions though about real estate or anything, or about where Kate is? Can't help you with where Kate is. I don't know what beach she's on now. One day I think I'd like to make it to a beach too. But for now, Kate's on the beach. I'm in the office, as usual. Give me a call anytime with any questions regarding real estate or where Kate is or anything else. You can call me at 403 818 7310. 403 818 7310. And I'll talk to you then. All right, thanks. Have a great day. Talk to you at the beginning of February, and we'll discuss January. All right, thanks.